Oh, my wrist. Today let's talk ergonomics. Hey guys, my name is Ed Choi. If you're new to this video, and especially if you work in an office, please consider subscribing because in this channel, I talk about everything to do with the office. Yeah, I know it sounds a little bit boring, mundane, but there's tons to learn about the office and I'm super excited and passionate about sharing my information with you guys. So I'll talk about cleaning, break room supplies, technology, software, and in this video, we'll talk ergonomics. So here we go. All right, for this video, it is a little bit interactive and it'd be great if you could participate because you'll really have a better understanding of what we're going to be talking about today, which is proper mousing posture. A lot of people don't understand that there's good ways of mousing and bad ways of mousing. There are good mice and bad mice, and we want to be able to address a lot of the common issues or common pain points that we have within the office. So I am certified to do desk side assessments. I've seen a lot of different workstations, a lot of workarounds, and I'm here to share a little bit of my knowledge today with you guys, and hopefully you can learn something. So for one, what I want you guys to do is actually stand with your hands by your side just like this. And once your hands are by your side, resting naturally, I want you to bend your arm at a 90-degree angle. Once we're at a 90-degree angle, I want you to invert your thumb inwards towards your body and now move up and down your index finger as if you were pressing on the mouse button. Now, as you're doing that, just feel your forearm kind of dig in a little bit and you'll feel your tendons going like this, going kind of rubbing back and forth, rubbing back and forth. So imagine if you're a data entry person and you're doing that day in, day out for 8 hours a day or 4 hours a day. Eventually, those tendons are going to get irritated, they're going to rub, and it's going to create some swelling and it's going to create some issues. So if you think about how we use a regular mouse, like this, that's exactly what it's doing. You're putting your hand in an awkward posture, so it's invert palm down, which is not really, you don't walk with your hand like this, we're walking with your hand by your side. Essentially what's going to happen is as you're doing this over and over again, you get repetitive stress injuries. And not only that, but a lot of people that are mousing rest their palms like right here, they'll rest that right onto the desk. And so what does that do? As you're resting your arm like this on a desk and you're mousing, it's cutting off blood flow. And that's where your carpal tunnel is. Oftentimes that's where most people get injuries within the workspace. So a proper mousing posture, well, if that's kind of our relaxed stance right there, which is our neutral stance, then we're going to try to look for something that a mouse that's neutral. But of course we can't do that on a regular mouse. What I have here today is something called a vertical mouse. This one happens to be one by 3M. It's called the EM550. Now this is one that I just happen to use. There's tons of vertical mice options out there on the market. But what's really important about the vertical mouse and the way that it's structured is that it puts your hand into that neutral posture. So check this out. My hand, neutral posture, right? Palm on the inside. Now I've got my hand on the inside and look, it fits like a glove. Now this is not a joystick mouse. You don't move it around like a joystick. You're actually going to move it around just like a regular mouse. It just happens to look a little bit different in that it's putting your hand in what we call a neutral posture. Your left click and right click are usually typically on the top of most vertical mice. This one happens to have another button here for a scroll where you can scroll down. It does take a little bit of getting used to. So when I was doing data entry, I was having just that. There was a lot of issues with my wrist and I was switching hands back and forth, and nothing seemed to be really resolving the issue of my wrists. Well, of course, it's because I was in the bad position. When I changed over to this, to tell you the truth, I kind of hated it for the first week. Why? Because our brains are wired to do the same thing over and over again. So this was my mousing posture for many, many years until somebody showed me this. And of course, my brain went, it went like off the fritz and wasn't sure what to do with it. So here's a tip. After a week, I loved it. When you do purchase any type of vertical mouse, don't give up after the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day. I really do believe it takes a week to get used to something, especially when you're mousing. Another tip, rather than going for a vertical mouse during a busy season, if you're an accountant and you do a lot of taxes, I probably wouldn't do this during tax season. Or if you're doing data entry and your year end is in, say, December and you're really, really busy, probably not a good idea to switch. Switch when there's a little lull in your business, if there is one. Those are the good times to start experimenting with new things. But what I would want you guys to avoid is mousing improperly, switching back from the left hand, and right hand. You're really taking the issue and just spreading it across 2 limbs. I don't know how many people I've seen come back to work after they've had carpal tunnel surgery and they go back to the same mousing posture. Well, that's not gonna work because they're actually going back to the wrong posture. So that's something to think about next time that you mouse. If you're a heavy mouse user, think about getting a vertical mouse rather than a traditional mouse. I'm not gonna guarantee you, but I can assure you that it'll probably make a big improvement. Next time, I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about ergonomics. We can talk keyboard trays, monitor arms. There's so much to talk about. If you have something that you want me to address within the realm of ergonomics, please leave a comment down below. I'll read through them and I'll see if I can feature on my next video. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. And I said at the beginning of the video, I'll say at the end again, please remember to subscribe. Your support is much, much appreciated. I hope my videos are getting better by now. This is, I think, my video number 8. I'm really looking forward to doing these. I'm having so much fun. So I hope you guys have fun with me. All right, take care, guys. Hello. My motion thing is not working anymore. Hi. Motion, hello, over here. Uh-oh, it's going berserko. Motion, not working. Hello, camera. Nope, the other way, this way. Nope, this way. Let's just shut off my motion here. Oh dear.